What's good, y'all? What's good? Come in, come in, come in. You heard me? We locked in. I'm with my cuz. I'm gonna show y'all something that we doing. We in the Freedom Center right now.
Oh, that's crazy to them.
I'm about to go walk them in there.
Crazy
I'm about to go walk them in there to see what's going on. Man, I want y'all to know, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Listen, come get in Trappers Anonymous or come get in the Patreon.
It'll change your life.
My cuz, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all how this is one. So I had two. How much?
You remember I took the $50 out?
Yeah. So let me tell y'all why this is so important to me. So today, one of my people in the Patreon said, "Bro, I've been home 60 days from a 20-year bid, and today he made $1,200." I want people to think about that. I've been home 60 days. I posted on my page. From a 20-year bid.
What no job?
I've been home 60 days from a 20-year bid, and today he made $1,200. He said, "Bro, this is a game changer for me." And I felt that so much to my heart because I remember what that feels like. Both parts of it. I remember being home from off a 10-year bid, and my first mind was, how I'm going to get back in the street. I got to get some bread.
Golden Corral.
Golden. Don't you say nothing else. I'm on live. Don't you say shit else. Don't you say shit else. Don't you say shit else.
I'm done.
Because you go to talk.
I'm done, bro. I'm done. They say I'm talking. I'm packing clothes.
All right.
Trapper apparel.
All right. So, work that Golden Corral. You hear me? I worked that Golden Corral. And,
best time of my life.
Yeah. Let's say that. No. Ain't no tell us.
Eat free.
No. The events that come behind that, we ain't talking
about that. But the food was good.
The events that followed, we can't talk about. And that's why I'm telling y'all, this dude pissed me off so much, y'all.
Oh.
But I remember how he was in the trenches with me. And how he was just like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? No. We can't tell that. There's a lot of stuff I did I can't tell stories about. That's one of them. Ain't no PG version. That's just act like you never even heard that version. Right. Limitations ain't never up. All right, so here's the thing, though. I remember when I first told George about the market and what I was doing. And I remember him putting $50 in, bro, and like going up and then coming down like $2 and taking the $50 out. Right? And to see him now, that was 2014. Let me tell you, that's 2014. Here we are now, 2025. And my cousin made his first $11,000 day. And this comes after me telling him, watch this, y'all. Watch this. Let me see. George, do you pay for Patreon? You don't pay for Patreon? Yeah. I got about to say, let me call Elise and get your ass out of there.
Yeah, I pay for Patreon. You made me pay for it.
So I'm about to tell you, I made him pay for it. I said, let me tell you why. I'll give you the course, but you got to pay to be in that Patreon.
Yep.
And I said, you know why you got to pay to be in there? Because if I give it to you, you ain't going to appreciate it.
That's it.
I said, now I'll give you the course to learn. That's on me. That's on me. Because I'm obligated. As your cousin who got you out here. And I told him this. I said, cuz, you got to come out here. So as your cousin who you always bet on. And the one thing I got to say is, he always bet on me. I got to give him that. The ninja always bet on me. Now, that don't mean it was always gravy. That don't mean we ain't always beef. And I'm going to be honest with you. I often got to tell him, bro, stop thinking like that. Right? But I had to realize something about myself is, even though we roll together, we still cut from two different cloths. Now watch this. His cloth is good. He's loyal. And if I tell him where to go, what to do, how to do it, he going to knock it out the park. Because he going to bank on the fact that, man, cuz ain't going to leave me wrong. That's for sure. But we've been building his ability to believe in what happens on the downside. And that's not just the market, it's just life. Like, bro, the downside is the necessary part, bro. So being risk averse, not just in the market, but being risk averse in life. So
Friday took me out of the game because a year or two.
Boy, that's what I was about to get to. So
Friday
we've been through so many different things in the market and life. I'm gonna tell you something. When we first got this building, I said, bro, I don't really got no job for you. You think? And I remember my first job for him was we had about 300 boxes or more. I said, 218-wheelers full of merch. I said, your job, nigga,
unloading boxes,
unloading
racks. Unloading boxes and building racks.
I said, your job, unload all them boxes and build the racks. He said, what? I said, yeah. I said, ain't no help, nigga. It's me and you. And I ain't got time to do it with you. I got other stuff to do. Your job is to unload them boxes and build the racks up. I went to Home Depot. I bought the racks. I think I helped him build one rack. I think I helped him build one rack.
We had at least 40 of them.
And we had about 40 of them. I say, if I'm buying them, I'm not helping you build them because I got something else to do.
There's cardboard in between.
And then, so he said, all right, let me get. I say, no. We not spending no money on no fiberglass and all that. Take the cardboard from the box and make that the separator.
With zip ties.
With zip ties. Zip ties. I say, no, don't try. I say, listen, just because we got a little money don't mean we spend it.
Yo, that took me forever to do that.
But look, he said, but it's going to take me forever. I said,
You got what you doing?
where we going? He said, man, it's gonna take me forever to do that. I said, where we going?
That was that nerve.
Where are we going?
What you doing? Where you going?
Where you going at? I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm going right in the other room. I gotta shoot content. Where are we going? We ain't going nowhere.
Oh,
build it. That nigga was hot. I'm talking about, once I gave the order, I'm gone. I'm in the other room. And another thing, I'm coming back expecting to see progress. I say, bro, we not going nowhere. We here, cuz. We are here. And watch this.
If I wouldn't have been the only child, I'd have quit. I was used to being by
myself back there. That's a fact. And listen, I wasn't coming back that'll keep him company. Here's the key. You come in, you check in, you build it. You build it. I don't got nothing else to do with that. And every day I would come in and be like, hey, what's up? Man, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. All right, but what I'm saying is, how long you been out here now? 3 years now, huh?
Before in a couple months.
You came out here.
April 22.
April 22.
April 22.
After Easter.
After Easter. I left Grambling, went to
Let me tell y'all a quick story right quick. Y'all want to hear this quick story right quick?
You don't tell your story. You don't want me to tell your story.
All right, I ain't gonna say that part. Let me tell y'all a quick story right quick. This how you know, like, you want change and you gotta be willing to burn the bridge.
No AC, windows didn't go.
You gotta be willing to burn the bridge. So I told cuz, I said, say cuz. And again, so here's the crazy part about me and him. We both are only children. He an only child, I'm an only child. But I grew up in New Orleans. He grew up in Baton Rouge, but we spent a lot of time seeing each other. And I spent a lot of time aggravating him coming up. You know what I'm saying? part of that was because I envied that nigga as a young kid. I envied him because I had life so hard and I looked at him and he had life so easy. Right? Real talk. This nigga had a Lexus at what, 17?
At about 17.
17?
My first car off the showroom floor at 15.
He had his first car off the showroom floor at 15. He had a Lexus at 17. We talking 94, 95. He the oldest. Cuz 49, right? You about to make 50.
I make 52.
Make 52.
In December.
Make 52 in December. So he's 9 years older than me. Right? But I always was jealous of him in a way. Like, damn, like, nigga, like, good. You know what I'm saying? I had it rough. Rough. I had it rough. But when I came home from prison, we got like this. When I came home from prison, we got like this. Feel me? And it wasn't nothing that I could ask him when I came home from prison that he wouldn't really do. And I'm going to tell you why. When I came home from prison, watch what I'm about to say, y'all. Y'all about to laugh at me when I say this. When I came home from prison, I felt like I could beat him. Before prison, I felt like I could challenge him, but I couldn't beat him. Because he went to the army, and he was aggressive. When we was young, he wasn't no lightweight. He still ain't no lightweight, but he was with the smoke because people used to challenge him. Because they thought he was soft because he had so much. So he was with the smoke. But when I came home from prison, I felt like I could challenge him and win. So my first day home from prison.
He came home with prison muscle.
Look, my first day home from prison. First day home from prison. This is not a lie.
He want to work out.
I said, let's work out, cut. What's up, boy? Let's work out. You hear me? So he like, let's rock. Man, I tore his ass out the frame.
He got passed out on the
I'm talking about, I tore him out the frame.
old prison workout.
I'm talking about, look, when I say I tore him out the frame.
That boy had been doing burpees and stuff for about 3 months knowing he was going to come home and get me.
Look, we finished the workout. That boy slept. Look, that boy got in the listen. That boy got in the bed, clothes on, and crashed for like 7 hours. I'm talking about he was out of it, and I felt like I got my get back. I felt like, yep, I got it. But when I came home, we got like this when I came home. And Cuz was the first person I told about this. I said, Cuz, the stock market gonna change the game, dog. And this was 2011, 2012, maybe 2013, because because my door had done got kicked in and I was back moving.
Yeah, you went back to the
That was
city.
after my door got kicked in. That was after I went back to the city. I went back to the city and I came back. I was like, Cuz, man, this stock market stuff gonna change the game, dog. I said, bro. And I remember giving him this book. And the book had 101 African American people that was pivotal to us. And I remember looking at Cuz and said, Cuz, look at this book.
You know what's about the same dog?
I said, what's the same thing about everybody in this book? So he looking, he like, man, what, bro? I said, they all dead. I said, which means we don't got no leaders. I said, every time somebody try to lead us somewhere, they always get killed. I said, Cuz, we gonna change the game with this. And so I just was teaching Cuz about the market, telling Cuz about the market, and we was locked in with it, I ain't gonna lie. And I'm saying all that to get here. Watch this, what I'm about to say. Cuz was going through something in his life. I'm not gonna get to that. But because I know him so much, and I've never been the person to settle in my life. Good or bad, I was always willing to take the risk. Always willing to take the risk. Sometimes it cost me. Sometimes I got burnt bad. But I never regretted taking the risk. Never, ever, ever. And up until this point, 2022, he had done take a lot of risks with me. And I'm talking about some risks where if it didn't go the right way,
could have changed the game.
we either was gonna be dead or in jail, or if something happened to him, I might as well go in on and go to jail with him because I wasn't gonna never hear that. His mom was gonna kill me. You got my only son? No, nigga, you might as well be in there with him. So I remember telling cuz, say, bro, man, don't settle like that, dog. I say, bro, don't settle. I can't let you settle, cuz. I can't let you settle, cuz. And I'm talking about to the point where he was in tears. Like, dog, like, I don't see. I say, nah, bro. Not on something I'm about to kill myself or nothing like that. He wasn't even on that. But he was just settling in life. And I say, cuz, I can't let you settle. I can't let you settle. What's up, baby? I say, nah, bro, I can't let you settle, cuz. I say, hey, pack it up. Come out here by me. I say, I don't got no job for you, but pack it up and come out here by me. Now, this was after I had bought the farm. So I was telling him before, I'm going to let you go. My original plan is to let you live on a farm. Because we had a 40-acre farm with a house. And I'm talking about, that was up his alley right there. Being on that farm, 40 acres, had a 3-bedroom house, that was up his alley. He was like, bro, I'm going to come out there. They got 300 pecan trees. And he would give me a whole list on what we could do with the house, what the farm can do, the money we can make. I'm like, cuz, man, bro, I'm in Atlanta right now, bro. I ain't mad about that farm right now, dog. Like, at some point in my life, I got it. It's ours. So I said, cuz, come out here by me. I ain't got no job for you. Come out here by me. Let me tell you what this joker did. This joker put all his clothes in the truck. The truck ain't had no AC.
No heat.
No heat.
The windows didn't go down.
The windows didn't go down. The truck was on its last leg. That sucker rolled from Baton Rouge.
From Grambling to Baton Rouge.
From Grambling, Louisiana to Baton Rouge. Where our people, because he was in Grambling. From Baton Rouge to Atlanta in one weekend. That sucker said, I'm here, cuz. I looked at that boy when I saw him. The boy had sweat everywhere. Listen. The boy looked like he was in a sauna.
I had lost about 50.
I'm talking about he had done lost every bit of 13 pounds and 2 ounces.
Oh, boy.
Look, the boy has...
You gonna make me appreciate this day right here, boy. You gonna make me really appreciate this.
Listen. The boy has... When the boy pulled up to me and said, I'm here, cuz. The boy had sweat everywhere. I said, cuz, what's wrong? He said, ain't got no heat. Ain't got no AC. And the window don't come out. In my mind, I saw him pulling over every hour to get fresh air.
I'm out here.
And let me tell you the next thing. Watch what I'm about to tell you next. That boy had no more money.
I had about $300 in my name.
The boy used all his money. Listen to me. He used all his money to get here. How do I know? Because I said, cuz, what? He said, I ain't got no more money, cuz. I said, what?
Oh, yeah.
I said, what you mean? He said, no, I don't have a dime. I spent it all on gas money. He said, if I got a hot, and I'm not gonna lie, he's like, if I got $50 right here, I got a lot. I said, oh, bet. Now watch this. My plan was for him to sleep on the sofa or something.
This boy got me an Airbnb.
But I realized something. Me and him can only stay together for about
we were gonna start fighting
a week before we start moving some furniture around. got about a good week in us before we start moving some furniture
We don't
around.
mind moving furniture.
And we don't mind. Here's the thing. We'll move some furniture and then be like, all right, what's next? Like, let's play the game, dog. You want to play the game? You want to play the game? You want to play the game? We'll move the furniture around and then be like, all right, so now we got that off our chest. You want to play the game? Who you playing with? Right? So I thought about something. I said, hey, cuz, check this out. I'm going to get you an Airbnb. So I holler at my dog, Zoe the goat. Holler at my dog, Zoe the goat. I say, Zoe, I need an Airbnb for my cousin, bro. We got him an Airbnb. And Zoe charged me. He said, look, and mind you, since I've been in the A, I had never asked nobody for nothing. So I told Zoe said, look, Trap, I got a deal for you. You just pay the original rent on the spot. And whatever the utility is with it, you just pay that. You don't got to pay me nothing. I already got it. I say, all right, bet.
Nice Airbnb.
So I paid for that for him for how long?
9 months.
9 months. 9 months I paid for that for him.
And you got ready to move out your condo to the house.
Yep. I paid for that for him for 9 months. And watch this. I was still paying this joker.
Yep. You did.
Now I wasn't paying him no bunch of money. And then guess what the joker wound up making me have to do? The joker tells me at the last minute, hey, cuz, I got to pay the rent back home.
For 3 months. I got to pay my half of the rent at home for 3 months. I just uplifted.
I said, what that got to do with me, cuz? He said, man, I don't got no money. I told you that. I said, but I ain't know I had no rent to pay, cuz. That ain't on me, cuz.
I had to pay shit on my credit.
He said, cuz, I laid it all on the line. He said, cuz, you told me come. I came.
Oh, boy. But God. But God.
Serious time.
But God, bro.
I said, wait, cuz. What you... I'm talking, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was pissed off. I ain't even gonna act like I wasn't mad at that one. I said, what, cuz? He said, hey, I forgot to tell you.
Cause that's just how I said it. By the way.
Forgot to mention this, cuz. I said, cuz, how you forget to tell me that? I would have told your butt stay until after you finish that.
Why you think I ain't tell you? Why you think I ain't tell you?
I said, how you forget to tell me? How you forget to tell me about the rent? Like I can see you forget to tell me, like, hey, I gotta pay this, and it's been. But you just left this spot. You know you left there with 3 to 4 months rent left. How you forget to tell me that?
I thought I was gonna be on the sofa. I'm gonna pay with what you paid.
He said, yeah, bro. Yeah, I forgot to tell you that. Yeah, it slipped my mind. I was heated. I'm not gonna lie. I was heated because I see this nigga still here, bro. And so I wound up paying the rent for him. I paid that off. And then watch this. Till this day, if I'm lying, have I ever said pay me back?
Nope.
I've never said pay me back that rent. But what I have did was I've always demanded him. You gotta outwork everybody in here, cuz. And I keep reminding him of that. I say, bro, you can't, there's nothing in here that you not do. You shouldn't be willing to do, dog. You know what I'm saying? And so, now I ain't gonna lie, there's sometimes as he was getting on his feet and he was asking me for stuff, I was like, nope, I ain't doing that shit. Man, but I need, man, that ain't on me, cuz. You gotta figure that out. I done, and I never said, I did this for you, I did that for you, I did this. I ain't never did that. I reminded him, I'll be like, hey, we come a long way, huh? All right. We come a long way though, right? All right. I ain't doing that shit. I ain't doing that for you, dog. And so once we got in the crib, now let me tell you something. Atlanta can, like my cousin's a country boy. So Atlanta is a whole new, to visit is one thing, but to stay here is a different beast. So he working with me, we moving, we doing stuff, and we was still in the old spot, we doing stuff. And so once I moved out of my condo, because I had to make a decision, I said, all right, I bought this house, I got this condo, and I got, the rent I'm paying on the other building, and I'm paying for his Airbnb. So I said, cuz, check this out. Something gotta go. I said, hey, cuz, I'm moving in the crib. You gotta come up out that Airbnb, dog. Unless you're gonna pay for it. So I got a 6.5 bedroom house, and you ain't getting one of them rooms. Your ass gonna sleep. So at first you did sleep in that room, upstairs, for a minute. And then I said, I said, nah, you don't get that luxury. Cause I'm sleeping in the basement. I said, so you don't get the luxury of sleeping in one of these rooms with your air mattress. Yeah. Now, mind you, he went from a bed in the Airbnb to an air mattress. I said, nah. You don't get no luxury of sleeping in the bedroom. You come and sleep in this basement with me. Now, the basement ain't no little basement. The basement is about 3,500 square feet. It got, before it was done. Yeah, this before it's done out. It got a living room in it, a kitchen, a bathroom, a bedroom, shower. It got everything it need. I said, no. You come and sleep in the basement, because I'm not gonna sleep in the basement and you sleeping in one of the rooms. You come sleep in one of these. You come sleep in the basement too, cuz. Put your air mattress down here. So he's in the basement, and then I'm gonna tell you something. He had done found himself. He was finding himself in the air. So he started going out, nothing crazy, just going to a little spot, having a little drink here and there. And I said, cuz, this thing will swallow you. I said, you grown, but this thing will swallow you. I said, all right. So a couple times he came into the house like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. I acted like a parent. I said, hey, bro. That made me think about that. I said, hey, bro, what you doing coming in my house this late at night, my nigga? I don't even come in here this late at night, bro. Man, what you talking about? I said, hey, bro, we not about to do that. We not about to do that. I said, we not going to do that for my safety and my sanity. You dig? For my, man, what you talking about? I said, hey, we not going to even argue about it. Don't come in here that late at night no more. Real talk. I say, you can't smoke in here. He be smoking his Black and Mild. I say, hey, you can't smoke in here either. You know what I'm saying? You can't smoke in here, because I don't smoke, and I ain't about to let you make me uncomfortable. Right? I say, so you can't smoke in here, and I don't come in my house at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I don't care what you got going on. Being here by 12 o'clock, cuz. You know what I'm saying? For my safety and my sanity. You know what I'm saying? Because if I hear a cuddle at 12 o'clock at night in my house, no peace. I'm ready to, my whole brain to flip. You know what I'm saying? So, so this is what he started doing. He started being slick. He started, when he knew he was going to be out late, he started going to the studio, the other spot. That boy got me running through the studio at 2 o'clock in the morning going to the bathroom on camera. What did you do? So I said, man. I said, man, cuz, man, what cuz at, man? Because I'm worried about it. I'm worried about him because I know the streets will take you fast out here. And if you ain't from it. Now, don't get me wrong. I know he can handle himself. I know he can handle himself.
Oh, boy.
So cuz start going, when he know he gonna come in late,
I need to go back to the studio.
he start going to the studio. So one day I look on the camera. This nigga in his drawers. This nigga in his drawers. I said, wait. I'm talking about, look. I said, hey, cuz, what you doing? So I came to the studio. I said, say, cuz. I said, what is you? I said, hey, why is you in my studio, in my building, with your drawers on? I said, what the hell wrong with you?
Oh my God.
Man, you told me don't come to the house, you heard me? So I went to the studio. I said, I'll pay for that too.
Oh.
You think that's better? Man, what you want from me, bro? You asked me not to come to the house. I said, hold up, cuz. We not gonna do that. I said, listen here. That ain't no, I said, I don't sleep in there. I don't sleep in there. Why would you sleep in there? Why would you think that that's all right for you to be doing on my sofa that I paid for?
Oh, boy, this is crazy.
Man, what you want me to do, man? I said, what I want you to do is not sleep in my studio. That's what I want you to do. Come in the house by 12 o'clock. So then I said, all right, I got an idea right here. I said, it's time.
The boy told me I had 3 months, no, 2 months.
2 months. I said, oh, I know what this means. So here's the thing. At the time, me and Nat was dating. So this was the candle. This was the thing that this was the what they said.
Me and Tootie.
No. Yeah, this is the camel that the straw that broke the camel back. So he go out with Tootie. Now Tootie could drink. He goes out with Tootie. And he comes to the house. Now this after I done told him stop going to the studio. This man comes to the house. Now it's not 12 o'clock. Watch this. It's not 12 o'clock. It's early. He come right after. This ninja come to the house with a Wallstreet looks like us now, crew neck on. Me and Nat in the house chilling. That boy come to the house and fall right on the air mattress. Boom. Stretched out. What Tootie at, man? Tootie doing Tootie good. He stretched out. So Nat said, he tired. I said, man, that nigga drunk. Nat said, huh? I said, man, that nigga drunk. So we go to sleep. I'm talking about this boy sleep. Drunk sleep. He passed out. That's one of them, well, if I get home.
Yeah, badly made.
I just gotta get home. And so he did right. He came home. It wasn't 12. It was probably about like 9 o'clock. So he come home. He fall on the air mattress. Look, bow. Man, about 12 o'clock. So Nat wakes up. Babe. I said, what's up? I think George about to die. I said, what? I think George about to die. So I get up, I hear him. I said, man, he ain't about to die. She said, what's wrong with him? I said, he throwing that poison up. Huh? I said, he just throwing that poison up out his body. That's all. You done been out with Tootie. They went out drinking. He just throwing that poison up. So now my girl, she vexed. She ain't never seen or heard nothing like that. I'm talking about he was fighting for his life. He was fighting for, it's Tootie's fault for it's yours. He fighting for his life. I'm talking about, and then he look. That's when your diaphragm. That's when it coming from your diaphragm. You hear me? And so I say, all right, yeah, it's time. It's time. So I hit him up. He come home. You know, I let him go through it. I ain't tripping. So he come home. I say, hey, cuz, check this out. It's time for you to get your own spot.
Oh, boy.
That boy say, huh? I say, yeah, it's time for you to get your own spot now, dog. I say, you've been out here 2 years.
Oh.
I ain't never charged you for nothing. I say, but you sleeping in the studio. You come here, you drunk. The reason you doing all this is because you know, you need your own spot. You need your own spot, cuz. So I say, here's what you do. I say, you got 60 days. He said, 60 days? So you got 60 days. You don't pay me nothing. I don't ask you for nothing. You got 60 days to get your own spot. Start looking. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you something. If I could be honest with you, that was the moment where I said, he gonna sink or he gonna swim. I said, he gonna sink or he gonna swim right here. I've done enough. I've done everything for him. I got him a job. I did this, I did that. I taught him some principles. You know, he gonna sink or he gonna swim. And I was to tell him in the old spot, how can y'all watch me make this money in the market? How can y'all watch me help people make this money in the market and y'all not comfortable with making money in the market? And so he was like, I ain't gonna lie, like it was an intense moment. Not an intense moment to where like we was about to fight or nothing, but I can tell it was to me, it was a you gonna thank me later moment. For him, it was a, damn, cuz you cut me off? Am I lying or am I telling the truth? How you know, he was like, damn, cuz, how you gonna cut me off like that? And in my mind, it was a, you know, you gonna thank me later. It's either you make it now or you go back to Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done everything I could do for you. What up, boy?
Good.
Yeah, boy. Say I'm with you.
All right, boss.
And so,
Talking to the folk when you teaching.
yeah, I'm telling him how me and George get hit. But because George had his first $11,000 day trade. Right? So I'm telling him how we get here and why I'm proud of him right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so he was like, damn. So I gave him one word of advice. I said, don't go move in Atlanta.
Stay cool.
I said, I can't tell you what to do, but here's what's gonna happen, bro. While you around me, I'm gonna always be your competitive edge. Cause I'm gonna always push you. And the reason why I know this is because one day me and this sucker got on live, got on a call with Jose, and we just challenging each other. And bro, he used to get up in the morning. So after the alcohol situation, I gave him 60 days to get his own crib. That was a wake-up call for him.
I started working out there.
That boy started working out. Every morning he done took my weight vest. Even though he said I gave it to him. I gave it to him after he done sweated it out.
Right.
He getting up in the morning. He working out every day in the crib. He know more people in the neighborhood than me. There's only 18 houses, but they know him because they don't see me.
Right.
They think it's his house. The neighbors think it's his house because they don't see me.
Yeah.
He getting up in the morning. He working out. He moving around. He getting busy. And so we called Jose one day on some workout stuff, challenging each other. Doing dips. He was in his mood. So I said, hey, cuz, don't go move to Atlanta. You live on the outskirts for a reason. I said, I did it down there since 2015. And I lived in Midtown. I lived 3 minutes from Atlantic Stadium. I said, listen.
He said, I'm going to heart attack.
So guess what he go do? Hey, man, I found an apartment. I said, cuz, you're a grown man. Don't move right there.
Easy access.
Not even because it's dangerous, but it's going to not give you access. I say, now here's what I also want you to understand. There's a world where there's people who know me. And then they going to associate you with me, which is going to make the access a little bit easier.
And you wearing the gear every day.
And at this time,
I was wearing it every
at
day.
this time too though, I'm calling them out on the show all the time.
Yeah.
So I said it's gonna make the access a little bit easier than what it normally would have been.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're gonna associate you with a certain type of,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? It happens, bro.
Yeah.
So he said, all right, cuz I got you. And then I told him something though. I said, but I ain't cutting you off, because guess what? I know you gotta fix your credit. I know you gotta do all that. So the first spot is on me when it comes to, I'm gonna put it in my name.
Mm.
So I ain't never like threw him to the water and made him drown.
Yeah.
I always gave him a situation where he could win.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Still gotta swim.
You still gotta swim though.
Yeah, at least trade water.
So he go get a spot in Atlantic Station.
What they say? What's that say? Like right outside your doorstep?
Life at your fingertips.
Listen,
Life at your fingertips.
he go and get a
Drinks,
spot.
women.
He go get a spot in Atlantic Station. Say, cuz, look at this right here, bro. I said, and you know me, I'm like a person where I said, I gotta let you figure this out on your own. But I'm gonna be a man of my word. So all right, yeah. Because I know he still need the guidance.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But it made me feel like, all right, I gotta let him see for himself. Mm-hmm. So look, he go to Atlantic Station. Guess what happens? He fighting for a little bit. But then it's only so long you can just see them beautiful women walking around.
They out there.
You know, it's only so long.
24/7.
It's only so long. You can see them beautiful women walking around.
The food.
The food right there. Everything at your fingertips. And I said, you know, all right, back, cuz. So he do it. And all I hear the phone call and say, cuz, boy, they out here. Golly, cuz. I said, all right. So he go through that, and I ain't gonna talk nothing crazy about it. He go through that. And then we get this building, time pass. He go through his little ups and downs right there. Times pass. And he said, man, I see what you mean, cuz. I see what you mean. Like,
Happy they escaped it.
he had done screw the workout. The workout don't matter no more. I said, hey, cuz, you gaining that weight, boy. And so me, I'm the person that's I'm going to drill it home every time.
Both of them was trying like,
Hey, you gaining that weight. Hey, you build like an old man now, cuz. Hey, you look your age now, cuz. And he like, man, I don't care, man. All right. So to see him, so then he moved. So watch this. And this is what I'm saying, like, for some of y'all, you got to give your people the opportunity, but you can't just let them drown. You still may have to help them a little bit, but you got to see. And the one thing I will say is he never showed me that he don't want it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, he always, and I don't want to use this like a parent, like a child. It's like I looked at myself as I had more experience than him in that area. So I was trying to teach him from experience. But a lot of times, all we can do is lay out the stuff that's going to come with it and then see how they navigate it. You know what I'm saying? Because he grown. He older than me. So I let him go through that. And then helping him, seeing him develop certain stuff until when I would go to conferences about God and leadership stuff, I was like, hey, cuz, you want to come? And so I said all that to say that now here we are going through all of that. You know, him finally saying, hey, bro, let me get in a trading game. Let me play that game. Let me get a little closer to God, bro. Let me develop a little more. Let me build this other relationship that he's building that I'm super proud of. You know, some things happen in his life that it ain't for me to tell, but I was like, hey, bro, you can't look at it like that. God don't put you in a new situation. So because you're in a different situation, bro, you got to change your perspective on that. You thinking about that situation from how you was, not looking at it from how you are now and where you develop into. And now that's one of the things that make him smile right now all the time. One of the things that make him happy right now all the time. And so I think one of the, and I can't speak for him, but I think one of the other things was watching his little cousin keep evolving, keep getting better, keep getting, and I'm not saying that I've made a bunch of mistakes on the journey. But one of the things I tell everybody here is, your mistakes are inevitable. The growth is the non-negotiable part. The mistakes are inevitable. The growth is the part that's non-negotiable. You know what I'm saying? And so to see him today, you know, say, damn, dog, like I had an $11,000 day today, bro. That let me know right there that everything worth it. That let me know that, because I say, cuz, once you make the first $100,000, it's over. Because now you got to do that 10 more times. But you can draw back from so many lessons during this 4-year time span that prepare him for where he got to go. Because he saw me make $1 million in the market. He also saw me lose money in the market. He also saw me navigate situations that he know he got to encounter. So I lost $1.5 million. He was like, man, I remember that. He's like, man, bro, I lost $5,000 today. I said, hey, cuz, I lost $1.5 million. Man, get from by me. He was like, oh, God damn.
Yeah.
But watch this. There'll be a time on his journey where he gonna get hit for $1.5 million. 100%. And he can draw back from the experience that my cousin had, how my cousin navigated through it, how my cousin got it back. You know, and I told him, like, everything I'm doing, bro, like, I'm just positioning you, bro, and you gotta look at it like that, how I'm positioning you to, because there's nothing that I'm going through right now that will be unfamiliar to you. Don't look at my level right now and think you're not gonna get there. You gonna get there. You just get a first-hand seat. Certain people get a first-hand seat on it. And so, you know, that was me just saying, I just took y'all on that story, man.
OJT.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to take y'all facts. He seen, exactly, Frank. Shout out to Frank, he in the Patreon. Sometimes,
Frank Trades?
Yeah, Frank Trades.
You be on my story every
Frank
day.
Trades, good dude. And so what happens is, y'all, we get to, for me, it was just like, bro, let me show you first, because everybody don't get to see it. And I remember telling all of them one day, I said, say, bro, they got people that
Will give up everything to be in that position.
will give up everything.
To be in the position.
And this is real talk. And this not even me saying nothing. I say, bro, they got some people that'll stop what they doing to come work for free for a year or 6 months just to be able to say, hey, let me just watch you every day, Trap. Let me see what you doing every day. And it'll change their life because they get to see it real. They got people that be like, hey, Trap, man, just tell me your morning routine. I'd be like, bro, I don't really got no routine like that. Like, I get up, I pray, I do this, I work out, I trade. You know what I'm saying? But they got people that would, like, they'll stop what they doing to, oh, what? Work a Trap every day? Oh, bro, you tripping. For 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, work out with him, go to church with, man, I'm doing that. Because they got people I'll do it for. You know what I'm saying? They got people I'll be like, what? Work with you for 6 months? Oh, boy, stop that. You know what I'm saying? And so I said, bro, like, you got to take that and don't get too familiar with it. You got to separate my cousin. You got to separate my cousin from, here's the inspiration. I get to work around a founder, a visionary who building a building, who I had the privilege of watching it go from just a thought
to fruition. Yeah.
Like before everybody else saw WallstreetTrapper, this is my little cousin Free who told me, hey, this is gonna change the game right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, nah, bro, like take that and Uncle T, what's up? Like take that, bro. So to see him not say, yeah, bro, I had a, 11,000, I'm about to say 11-figure day. God damn. That's crazy. Don't speak 11-figure day. I'm gonna speak it over me too. But to see that is a problem. So definitely wanted to say that, man. So I'm proud of Cuz right here, man. I'm proud of Cuz. Proud of your dog. Proud of your dog.
And he been holding down this building, bro.
And he hold this building down.
Hey.